Yeah, over the years, I've done a lot of long-range shooting. I've done a lot of long-range hunting, especially prairie dogs, rock chucks, and such. Some big game at long range. But in April this year in South Africa, I took by far my longest shot, longest kill on a Blesbok. Blesbok are generally always far away, so we're out hunting them, looking to take some long-range shots. I don't think we expected to shoot this far. Basically driving around through valleys above the timber line, above tree line on the hills, and looking into valleys to see what's down in the bottom. Both Mitch and I are carrying a little tiny 8.6 and a big long 6.5, trying to cover all the possibilities. So we're doing a lot of subsonic hunting, which is the funnest, but we also want to be able to shoot really far and have everything ready to go for all of that. So set my rifle up with 20-inch proof 6.5. Kevin told us to buy the nicest scopes in the world, so I bought a Tangent Theta 3-15 to put on top of it, which is arguably one of the best scopes made. We sort of came around from one bowl into another, and there were a group of Blesbok kind of down near a dam, a water hole, and I knew it was over 1,000, but it was a good shot situation. The wind was reasonable, actually. It was really blowing up top, but when we came around the corner kind of into this lee side bowl, it had died down, I thought maybe 5-6 mile an hour. So I was like, yeah, we can take that shot from here. So got out, kind of walked up, found a nice flat platform to lay down, just set up on my bipod on the ground, and I'm shooting downhill, trying to shoot across a valley. It's never the perfect situation, but I had Quentin, one of our PHs, right next to me on the spotting scope. We see there's this group of three Blesbok down there. I get my range at 1,050, which is doable, no problem. From a range standpoint, the wind is another matter, so I have to try and make a wind call. Like I said, I think I'm running like 5 to 6 mile an hour, so I decided to hold about a mil at 1,000. So a mil at 1,000 yards is a meter of wind. So as far as a Blesbok, it's probably a 100-pound animal. You're holding well off the animal, and we're at altitude, and the bullets tend to fly flatter in high altitude. So I made a mental adjustment and decided to come down 3/10 on my holdover, make my wind call, and try to adjust for altitude. I mean, you got to do something. You have to make a choice, right? So run my dope, which is in my binos, and then adjusted 3/10, made my wind, set up, breathe, shoot. And my first shot is a miss right basically between his legs. Like, the wind call was good, which I'm very excited about. Because the dope is really just math. The wind is the hard part. So as soon as I knew I had a wind call, I was like, oh, I can actually hit this shot. This is doable. They scattered from the shot and they ran further away. Where they stood up was 1,162 yards, my second range. I uncompensate for altitude, go back to my original dope hold, plus or minus just 1/10 instead of 3. Hold the same wind, breathe, shoot, first shot impact. Everybody goes nuts. There's 4 or 5 dudes watching me. Mitch is filming, Kevin's there. I mean, it's a tough shot, so everybody's excited that actually a first shot hit at 1162 is pretty awesome. I stay on the animal, I see it go down, and always in every hunting I generally try to put everything down completely. So shoot again, call a left miss. I was holding too much wind, and then I hit it on the third shot, kind of tumbles down the hill. I shoot again and I still miss left on my fourth shot, but then he flops over and dies. So then we just picked up and drove over a kilometer to go pick him up, hike up a mountain to pick him up. And by far my longest shot on an animal. Yeah, so over a click, pretty cool.